for healing injuries to the lower back. We did talk about the stretching, which is highly important, keeping your knees bent, keeping your chest pressed forward, not curling the back, flat back, pressing down. Finding wherever your limitation is, and once you are there, releasing, holding the space, and breathing into the space. So you're inhaling, and you're seeing that inhalation going straight into the space that feels restricted. Blowing out all the toxins, the tightness. Inhaling, blowing it out. And you should feel that go down the back. Now we're going to go down to the floor. Again, before bed and waking up in the morning. Stiff lower back. Before you reach for the rubs and the salves and the painkillers, give it a try. Try pressing your lower back into the floor. Knees raised usually helps to keep that position. For some, if you bring the legs down, the back tends to lift up. And if that's you, you can take a towel, a small towel or a pillow, and roll it and place it right under that bridge so that your back is still being supported. But we're going to go here. So you're going to bring up one leg, keeping this knee pointing straight up at the ceiling, this heel to the ceiling. By flexing your toes back and pressing that heel to the ceiling. And for a lot of you, this may be helpful, but palms down on each side keeps your balance. But you're pressing into the ceiling like you're trying to push up to the ceiling. And you'll feel the stretch come all the way down the back of your leg, the back of the thigh, up the buttocks, into your lower back. Relieving tightness in the lower back. Another thing you can do, unflexing the foot, is to reach over, keeping this knee straight to the ceiling. You're just going to take that heel and press it out to the side of the room. Pressing through the heel. It's coming straight up the back of the leg, the back of the thigh, the buttocks, into your lower back. Turning the head the opposite direction, pressing into the heel. Holding that space releases the tension in your lower back. Easily bringing it back. And I'm going to do the other side. I want to make sure you can see it clearly. This knee is straight up to the ceiling, heel to the ceiling. I'm pressing, I'm pushing, I'm pressing. Notice my lower back is not lifting. It's flat on my mat. And you'll feel this come down into your lower back, relieving tension. Again, across the body. As I go across the body, I'm not going to take my back and let it go up. You see that? And I'm pressing in. My lower back is still here on the floor. The buttocks moves, the hip moves, lower back is on the floor. Pressing. If you go too far, this is not what you want. Not in this position. There's another for that. Here you just want to stay flat, push through the heel. The more you press into that heel, the more stretch you get coming down into the lower back. Turning the head to the opposite side, holding and breathing here. Always inhaling deeply, always envisioning healing. So wherever your restriction is, you're envisioning that you are bringing oxygen to that space, bringing the blood flow to that space, releasing the tension. Inhaling, all the good, blowing out the tension and the toxins. And we'll bring it back. Another really great stretch for your lower back is to get the knees, bring them up. You can actually give yourself a hug, an embrace. You want to be here, bringing your palms down on the floor. You want to try and keep the knees together as you drop them to the side. Now your lower back comes off the floor. You keep your knees together. What's going to happen, and you're turning your head the opposite direction, but what is going to happen is your knees are going to want to do this. You're going to elongate from your hip, bringing that knee to meet the other knee, turning to the other side. Inhaling deeply, exhaling. Inhale, exhale, bring them up, back to center. Inhaling, exhale, taking it out, opposite side, keeping those knees together, stretching out that lower back. Then you hold that position. There's also trying to keep the knees even higher and closer to the chest, if you can. And bringing them to this side, then back to center, and bringing them to this side, and back to center. Keeping them high in the chest line. Another really great stretch. We'll do one more. Okay, one more really great stretch is having one leg stretched out, pressing through the heel. So you're engaging your muscles, you're engaging your thighs, pressing into the floor with the palms. You'll bring this knee up, and you'll cross it over the body and let it touch the floor while you look opposite direction, still keeping yourself engaged. I'll show you from the other direction. Same thing. One leg stretched out, flex toe, bring that knee up, dropping it over to the other side of the body, knee to the floor as you look. Opposite direction. That stretch comes up, all the way up the back. The sitting twist. So you have one here. Let's see. We're going to cross over. One leg is stretched out. Flex the toe. Take this foot, put it on the opposite side of your leg. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall and straight. Knee straight to the ceiling. And you're going to take the opposite side of the body. The left leg is to the right. The right arm comes over. So you have your elbow on the other side of the knee. This hand really close, so you can sit up nice and straight and tall. And you look over the shoulder. This works on your hips, your back, your digestive system. Same to the other side. Crossing over, right over left, sitting up tall and straight, crossing the elbow over, opposite side of the knee. You could have it here or here. This hand close to the body, pressing up, looking over. And that's it for today. We've covered everything, head to toe. You can do all of it, 20, 30 minutes, Add music, add candles, add sunlight, whatever your thing is. But this is my gift to you. Take it with you in 2025. It's free.